Hello everyone, my name is Gavar and my camera isn't working. After a great success of the first part with almost 6 views, I decided to continue the series. So welcome to the Gloomhaven early access build. This is the strategic dungeon crawling fantasy steampunkish game based on the very well received board game. In the last part, I almost finished the tutorial until the game crashed. So I have played the tutorial off screen once again to see if there was a lot of content left. There wasn't, so I decided to skip it and jump right into the new adventure, which is the only available playing mode aside of tutorial in this early access build. In the full game there will be the campaign, and the campaign is the meat of the whole Gloomhaven, the board game. I believe there is something like 100 adventures in the campaign, so uh, when they will finally release the game, there would be a lot of content to play through. So I haven't seen this new adventure mode yet, so I'm at the same page as you. Uh, so let's jump right into it. Uh, there are different kind of difficulty settings. I wouldn't play insane. I think I will play hard setting. I am not a very good PC gamer, but I play a lot of board games, so I believe I might have a chance of surviving this. So with hard setting, heroes will have 25% more health than normal, but the number of enemies would be, as in a board game, heroes wouldn't have two additional blesses in their deck, and the adventure pathways wouldn't be set on easy. So let's see how I can do this. Let's confirm. And now we have to choose two heroes to form a party. The full game would be, I believe, from 1 to 4 characters in the party, so at least this is true for the board game. So in the last patch they added Tinkerer, but since I haven't played this game at all besides the tutorial, every character is new to me. Here is Brute. The Brute employs his great size and strength to earn living by wielding his huge sword and impressive shield for those who pay the most. So he is the basic melee tankish character. I've played him in the tutorial. Also, there is the Crackheart, Craigheart, I'll call him that, whom we met at the end of the tutorial. So Craighearts are Savas who were exiled from being incapable of mastering an element. Their core is shattered to mark them for life. Over here we've got Scandriel. So the rogue character, she has less health than the other characters. Conjurers are self-serving and opportunistic. They believe that everything is theirs and will do anything to make sure it becomes so. Next is Spellweaver. She has only 6 health, so obviously the glass cannon character. Spellweavers are orchid sages, able to draw 4 powerful natural forces and craft them into concentrated attacks. And the last character is Tinkerer, so 8 health again. Tinkerers are quatrials who are experts in crafting all manners of gadgets and elixirs, often using these tools to brave the wilds, hoping to uncover ancient curiosities. So I think I like the rogue character. Oh, there is freeze. I like the rogue character. We can look through all of her deck of cards, but I think I'll learn them as we go. I'm very tempted by the Spellweaver, but since I have no experience in this game, I'm a little bit scared of choosing two more squishy characters, so it would be either Brute or Craigheart, so I think I'll choose Craigheart because Brute is too vanilla for me. So, oh, and they have different number of cards too. So if you haven't watched the tutorial, the cards are basically your endurance or health. Once your deck runs out, you are knocked out and you cannot play anymore. So yeah, let's start and let's see what happens. We have to name the party. I'm trying to think of something funny real quick, but let's shout out to the only person who might watch it in the nearest future. Hi, Mom. And start. So I was trying to set up my gear for recording sessions, but my camera is freezing after a few minutes. I have tried everything, updating it and reinstalling drivers, unlocking it through firewall, changing the camera settings, etc. So if you've got any idea how to fix this problem, let me know. And let's jump into the game. So welcome mercenaries. While drinking at Wayward Inn, you overheard snippets of conversation between two town militia. Apparently, a local bandit commander has come into possession of number of heretical texts and has begun researching necromancy. You are well aware that magical research often requires a handy supply of gold, and after asking around, you discover a hideout's whereabouts. So this is our main quest right now. Obviously, you are unprepared to assault his base just yet, so you prepare to leave wayward and head off to raid some local crypts in search of knowledge and some better equipment. We will start the adventure. This is our party. We are over here, and I believe if I click, we'll go to the town. There is cured hide and general store. So let's find out what we can do over here. So we can buy and sell items. They cost gold. We have some gold. So those are shoes which allow us to jump, and those give us +2 movement. We have nothing to sell. Let's find out what's in the other store before I decide if I want to buy anything. So this is general store. So they've got the same shoes, boots, also cloak of invisibility, eagle eye goggles, warhammer, minor healing potion, minor power potion, potion, and poison dagger. So we could afford 3 things, and I believe the warhammer is a good idea. And can we? Yeah, we will equip it to the Craigheart. And now this Candriel, we have 30 gold left, so maybe so the symbols over there, I believe the ones in the lower right corner of description represent either removing card from your deck, so it's one-time use. I'm not sure if it's one time per adventure or one time and that's it. This one represents exhausting tapping a card, so I believe it's once a turn, and sometimes there are discarding symbols, but so once per rest. I really like this poison dagger, but also boots of striding. I will just assume those are once per encounter, so I will buy the minor power potion and boots. Yes, and I'll give it to the Scandriel. Okay. And we could also modify our decks, so each character has some cards inside their deck and some outside. We've got 12 ability cards, so 3, 6, 9 active and 3 outside the deck or discarded. I'm not sure, we'll find out. And Craigheart has 14. So I would not modify the decks yet, maybe later on. So we will leave the city, and we've got some places to go. the marshes, the burned tavern, and Mistfell corpse. The world map is sizable, but I believe the campaign has much larger playing area. So let's see the burned. So there are difficulty showing each way, potential rewards, and length. So this one is the shortest one. So let's start with Burned Tavern. Journey to the Burned Tavern. The remains of an old tavern stands testament to happier times. Raids by bandits and sightings of unmentionable creatures from the petrified forest to the south drove away the owners in recent years, designed the happy hearth creeks. Thorn, I don't know this word, in the breeze. So let's go over here. I will start the journey. And in the board game you will draw some cards on the way over there, but we will go to the Forgotten Tunnels over here. The stench of death permeates through this area. Something is not right here. We got to kill all the enemies. So let's go to the adventure. So I've played the tutorial in the last video, but I will walk you through the rules in this as well. I will be commenting what I am doing over here. So this is our current room. There are doors over there, so if we open them there might be even more enemies. There is some gold. If we end our movement over there or use the action loot, we could find some. There is also a trap, and whenever someone walks or is being pushed or pulled into the trap, we will take 3 damage. So over here we've got initiative track. For now on you can see everything is unknown. For our heroes the initiative depends on the one of 2 cards we will choose. So if we want to go very early we have to choose for example this unstable upheaval for Great Heart. But if we don't care, we might as well start with Massive Boulder. The same goes for the Scandrial. And then the enemies would draw the cards for themselves, which determine their behavior and initiative. So what we have here, we've got Living Bones over here, we've got Bone Ranger over here and there, and Living Spirit Elite. So they've got shield bonuses, so I believe this is damage reduction. This one also got flying, so the movement would be more free for him. And this one got target 2. I'm not sure what does it mean, and I am not sure if I could find out. I could not. So we'll just try to kill them also. Over here we've got 2 archers. It would be quite fun if we could get over there. So let me just see through this deck if there is something we could do. So this is area of effect attack. This one is healing ability, this one is immobilizing, ranged attack, rock tunnel. This is jump move, and it would immobilize all enemies we will move through. This is the opposing attack, so I really don't know if it is a good idea to walk straight into the trap, but I don't know if there is other way to hurt those archers. So this might create some wall. What does it mean, muddle? It might be a good idea. They are quite clumped together, so giving them disadvantage on attacks could be a huge thing, but I don't want to pick this card as a first one. I would prefer to do something sooner rather than later. I will try this rock tunnel and this dirt tornado. And for the Scandriel, what we have here, flanking attack. So for the rogue is a big thing to have the allies adjacent to enemies. This is the ranged attack. Let's see what target means. Target, an ability accompanied by target X means that the character can choose up to 8 different targets within range for this ability. This is quite nice, so throwing knives as a first ability might be the interesting one. Oh, here we've got pull ability. Let's. So the enemies have chosen their cards, living bones, so the huge guy over here would move and then attack for 0, but could target 2 targets, 2 enemies. He normally would do no damage, but there is a chance for +1 or +2, but it's not very threatening. Then there is this uh, li living spirit. So he will move, he will attack for 2 on the range of 3, and he will attack all enemies in range. So we could either try to run away, or but this is very little room, so he could easily position himself to have us in range, or try to get in the melee range with him, so he would have the disadvantage. Then we got Craigheart and the last Bone Ranger move 1, so they will probably try to run away, and then attack 3 with range 3, so they are actually quite threatening. I will try to get rid of them first. So we've got 2 cards chosen for our Scandriel, and the rule is if I pick the upper action in one card, I have to pick the lower of the other, and the other way around. There is also always chance for doing 2 melee attack or 2 movement. And some actions have this little burn symbol, so the card would be taken away for the duration of the whole adventure, this whole dungeon. And if we run out of cards, we are out of combat, so let's try not to do this. So first I will try to pull the enemy. Oh no, so we are out of range, so maybe not. I did not think of that, about that. So I probably would this is 3 damage, this is 2 attack for the 2 targets, 1, 2, 3. So if I move over here, or even here, I could target 2 enemies. I really want to hurt this one guy. And I also think I want to try to hurt this one, since this one got 3 shield. Okay, I confirm targets. So no damage over here because we have pull -2 cards, so this is our attack deck. We have different number of different kind of cards, and they would modify our damage. So we've pulled the almost the worst one, -2, so no damage dealt, and then +0 or 0 for attacking this living bones over here. So we've dealt normal 2 damage, -1 because of the shield, so he is at 5 right now, and the Scandriel could not do nothing else. So he had an attack of 0, but he have pulled the +1 card. I believe, yeah, they've got their own deck, and I could either burn 1 of my cards or receive 1 damage, or burn 2 discarded cards. If I took only 1 damage, it's the best idea to take damage to my health, because it's easier to heal, and I could prevent any number of damage by burning 1 card, so it's better for much more powerful attacks. So I'll take 1 damage, and now this flying living spirit elite. And he attacked the scoundrel once again for 1, so I will take 1 damage. And for the Craigheart, it's either 3 damage or 1, or I will burn 1 available card. I'm not sure, but 3 damage is quite a lot. On the other hand, he has 12 hit points, so maybe it's a good idea to take damage right now. I don't know, let's see. And now it's his turn. I have to remember that I could also use this hammer to stun the enemies. So if I'm too far away to use it on this whole group, I'll preferably target this place or this place. So let's see. I could jump and immobilize enemies if I will go over here. So he should be immobilized. And this is all the movement I wanted. And now I will have this range 2 attack 1 with area of effect. I could use the hammer with it, so let's try it. Can I do this? It's, I believe, melee only, so I cannot do this. And let's target this place. And they will have muddle, so they would be confused, and there is lesser chance for them to hurt me. So no damage here. And now it would be 3 damage, so it's quite a lot, so maybe I will burn the card. Let's see, let's start with those bigger numbers and see if this is nothing. With Boulder, so this is the powerful area effect attack. I think I will burn this card. It's quite powerful, but it's 1 times use only anyway, and I don't know if I would have a time to use it. So let's burn it. And the end of the round. And now we've got to choose new cards. So once again, it would be nice to act before the enemies, especially with this massive boulder, which is area attack once again. So let's see if... So I could shield or all of us. It's not a bad idea, I think. And I will use this massive boulder. And for this Candrill, so he or she, I cannot tell really, is quite quick with initiative of 4. So with this boulder I will try to target maybe if I could pull or push someone. Probably I cannot. So what would poison do? So the poison increases the damage taken by the target from all the attacks. So this one is offhand attack, it's quite nice. Let's see. And this is the poison attack. I'm not sure if I need that much attacks, or maybe some movement. Let's try it. So we are first, the living spirit will move and attack all of us. Then the living boss will move and attack both of us as well. And then the not so powerful but very ranged attack from the Bone Ranger. So my plan over here was to try to kill this one guy. I'm not sure if I can do this because of those 3 shields. So maybe instead I will attack this guy. He took only 1 damage, but we could move around. I will move over there. So the scoundrel picked up a gold, and the idea was to spread around, so maybe we won't suffer from all of the attacks. I will attack with this massive boulder. So if I attack this guy, it should affect also the other one. So one of the skeleton's archers are dead, and now I will deal 1 damage to all of allies but shield 2. So the net result should be positive, but I'm not sure. So okay, so all of the allies wouldn't affect my guy. So he had the disadvantage, so he drew the worst cards, and same over here, so we are lucky, no damage taken except one from this shielding ability. Now let's try. I think I'll leave this guy for the end of combat and try to flank him, and for now I will try to remove the archer because he looks like the biggest damage dealer right now. Let's see if we could move. Here's move and poison. I don't know if I want to move over here. No, I don't want to. So 1, 2, 3. So we will poison this guy. And then we will try to deal him damage. He is alone, so backstab might be useful. Or we could use boots to move further away and remove this guy. So yeah, and this great card, maybe we'll try to remove this guy over here. There is also the earth element active, so maybe some empowered attacks. So okay, this is too good to not use right now. So I will use healing, this one. Okay, move attack and muddle, move attack and move attack. So I will move over here and poison this guy. And now I would backstab him, so he would suffer 2 damage, plus 2 because he is alone. So it's 5, it should be 6 damage, minus 3 damage on average, and he's out. Nice. We unfortunately have to burn this card, but I think it paid off. Now the Craig Heart. So I won't use this one for sure. Oh, yeah, I'm done. So, no, all adjacent. Yeah, I'm done. So let's attack like this. And now this guy will move 3 and attack 1. So we might move over here to grab some gold. So we could either take 2 damage or burn some card. I don't have a lot of cards left. I will take 2 damage to end my round. And now hopefully we will get rid of this guy, maybe with Craigheart grabbing some gold. So we will need some movement, 1, 2, 3 move. So this is burning card, I don't think it's worth it. So maybe we'll start with this Cantriel. This is one enemy with 3 hit points. He is poisoned, which evens out his armor, so we need to deal 3 damage. So let's see. And here is the there is no movement abilities for him, her. Yes, there is one. 2 damage and 3 damage offhand. Okay. So for the Craigheart, there is no movement really, so maybe some healing and ranged attack. Healing for sure. And range attack just in case. I could always use the card for the basic movement, but I think the healing might pay off. So unfortunately, the Living Bones moves first. Okay, let's see. It would heal itself. I've received 1 damage and I'm happy to take it. It healed itself. I don't see any healing effect. I don't know what happened here. So I will attack offhand. Maybe I will get rid of this guy with this attack. No damage dealt. Oh, because I drew the worst modifier, so times 0. So no luck here, so now I can move 2 spaces. I will move over here and skip movement and attack. -1. No luck here, but some gold taken. So I'm happy I took this ranged attack. This ranged attack. And healing as well. Yeah, so I will heal this Condriel. And now I will attack this guy and maybe push him. Sure. Yeah, why not? It's extra XP, so I could use it. And I could push him away 2 spaces, but there are no spaces more distant than those two. I will prefer him be over there, so the Craigheart would have easier way to get to him. So the next round, as you can see, the selection of the cards is diminishing quite quickly, and also there are few removed cards for this Craigheart. I could always take a long rest, which would take me the whole turn. I will regain all of discarded, so those grayed out cards, but I'll have to remove one of my cards. Or I could take a short rest, which wouldn't take the whole turn, so I could act now, but I will lose one card at random. Let's see if I could make anything useful with the cards I have with me right now. So no movement, no ranged attacks, so probably nothing useful here, but let's go to the Scandriel first. So he have only one card left, so I have to either long or short rest. Let's take a short rest here. Yes, and now I will lose Smoke Bomb, so it would make me invisible and pull the enemy, so quite nice thing to combo with traps, etc. But I believe I'm happy. I could redraw, but I would take 1 damage for this. And now let's try to finally kill this guy. Preferably move over here to grab some gold. I could move 2 with any card, or maybe here and loot. Let's see. I don't want to use very powerful attacks. Maybe I think I will use this card as a movement. Oh, there is a move and attack, so even better. So let's find some nice bottom action. Maybe some quick movement. I will take this one to be sure to be first, and I will take quick hands to try and kill the enemy. I have all my deck reshuffled, so there is a chance for some negative cards, but I hope it will pay out nicely. And for Craigheart, I think I'll just use those 2 cards to move and see what's over there. Okay, so let's move over here, attack this guy. No luck. Never lucky. I don't know if I want to move. I want to. So now there are even more enemies, and it was not a very clever idea to move over here. So maybe let's do this. Got 2 damage. I will take it. Now I cannot take the damage because I will lose this adventure, so I will just burn one of my available cards. Those are quite powerful attacks, but I prefer low initiative, so I will take 1 damage with Craig Heart. No damage here. Okay, so the Craig Heart. I have attack, but it would burn my card. I could attack and create some earth element. So let's do this. Finally. And now I will just move. I'm not sure if here or here is mine. I'm not in the position to try to loot gold. Okay, so for the Great Heart, I have no cards left. There are quite a lot of enemies, so I could not afford the long rest. I will take the short rest and hope. Yeah, I could get rid of this card. Okay, and for the Scandriel, I've got these throwing knives, which is a ranged attack with 2 targets and range 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, so potentially I could target these 2 guys if I move away from this one. So I think the throwing knives for sure, and for the button action maybe move and not sure. I hope this guy is very slow and he wouldn't hurt me. He will move and poison and try to hurt some guys. I can always use those boots. So this is it. And for Craig Heart, let's see. I will try this. Yeah. So the living bones would move after Scandrial it would shield and heal, so we could ignore them right now. So I will move over 1, 2, 3 here, then here. Now poison this guy. And now attack those two guys. No damage. So the living corpse is suffering damage for existing, and those guys are quite dangerous. They've got 2 attacks with very long range. So my idea was to jump over here. And now deal 2 damage to both of them. And now attack for free. Both of those. So it was quite satisfying. I will take 1 damage. Again. So here we have the option to take either 2 damage or discard cards. I will take the damage, but I'm not happy with it. Now we've got to burn or burn 1 card. This is attack free poison, this is attack free or disarm. And round. So for this guy I would be very happy to kill all. So this is area, but unfortunately I don't have any. So this is immobilizing powerful attack, so this is one to consider. Let's take those 2. And over here we've got to rest, and I will take a short rest. Loot, move, attack. I really like this card, but I cannot afford to damage myself. So it would be quite nice to destroy some enemies. This is quite a lot of damage and some movement. just to be sure. Okay. I should pay more attention to the action they are doing, but the recording, the commentary is quite taxing for me, and I'm trying to make it as entertaining as possible. And since I'm not a very entertaining person, it's quite a challenge. The healing might be cool, but I will just move over here and poison this guy and attack it for lots of damage. Now here I could heal, damage all adjacent enemies. What would move free? So he would probably attack this guy. This guy would move one. I've got only two movements, so I could go over here and try to hurt this guy or just kill this guy. Yes. Okay, so let's attack this guy. No damage here, so my luck. I cannot receive any damage, so I will burn. I will burn two discarded cards, because if I burn my active card I would have to rest anyway and will burn the other one, so this is the last turn. I have to kill all of them right now. I don't think I can do this, but let's see. So let's see what the Scandria have left. We could either attack free and poison, or attack two with two targets and move or loot. So for sure the choice would be like this. And now for the Crake Heart. I have this massive boulder attack. I've got Deer Tornado, which isn't ideal. I don't think I can do this. So the Scandriel moves first, then the Living Bones, which will attack and heal itself. To move somewhere, try to attack two targets within the range of 3, 1 to 3. 3. So let's say I'll move over there. And now I'll try and attack those two guys. It's so lucky, but not good enough. Unlucky. I will receive damage with Craigheart. I will burn one card. No, I will burn two discarded cards. Oh. I like the movement ability of this card. And let's get rid of this one, this one. And let's take 2 damage. Now the Craigheart. Lucky for me, I could use this one for 4 damage in front of me. Unlucky for me, I drew terribly, so I did not kill a single target. I will just move over there, but I believe this is the end of combat. Not sure if one so I can take a short rest. Yeah, I will burn 1 card and exhaustion took the Scandriel, so there is only Craigheart here. I will take the short rest. How much hit points? I would redraw. And now I'll pick those 2 cards. I will go first, but I'm not sure if there is anything to be done here. I could move over here. I continue the action. And now I will try and attack over here. And this is the end of this combat. I will burn 2 discarded cards. Confirm. So, I have been defeated. So it turns out I'm not as good in the board games as I thought I am. But I have quite a lot of fun. I really like this game. If I could, I would buy the board game. But it's a beast of the game. It weighs around 10 kilograms, so it's like 20 pounds. But it's, as I mentioned earlier, this is the #1 rated game of all of them. So I'm really happy it's in the early access. I think the game represents the rules of the board game quite nicely, and I really like the looks of this implementation. So let me know what do you think. Let me know if you've got any idea how can I fix my camera. Uh, and share your thoughts, ideas. Hope you had fun and see you next time. Thank you very much and bye.